What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with this current picture of the former 2 times Olympia champion, Big Ramy. Not looking as big as he used to be in his prime, or back when he was actively competing. But that shoulder width on Big Ramy, that is still so damn crazy and just unmatched. So many weeks have gone by since that rumor of Big Ramy making his comeback at this upcoming Miss Olympia, and not even a single word by him or his team has been said regarding this comeback. And maybe they were all just rumors, until or unless we hear something direct from him or his team. Now he keeps on posting those throwback pictures, especially this one from 2017 Miss Olympia prep, which was one of the best looks of his career, and he was actually rewarded for that, where the judges placed him second behind Phil Heath. Or actually there was a portion of a specific bodybuilding fanbase who were saying that Big Ramy should have won that show. So that competitive bodybuilder inside Big Ramy still lives. But even if a comeback does happen, that would most likely be for the business side of things, because we just do not know how that one arm, specifically the tricep, is looking right now. And we all saw it was a small body part, and how even that small body part just impacted overall his front. All of his front shots, they looked kind of out of proportion. Now we know that back will never be the same as it was back when he started competing. I mean, just compare his back from 2014 to his last Miss Olympia back in 2022. And the difference is clear as the sky. But still, Big Ramy's comeback, that is just gonna break the internet, as he has been one of the most exciting bodybuilders, not just of this decade, in the entire history of bodybuilding. Guys, Mr. Olympia Signature Series is now live on hostel.com. Use the code FAZI10 to get 10% discount and click the arrow below to check out all the hostel products. Next up, we have an update of the winning Miss Olympia Samson Dauda. But before that, let's take a look at the well-deserved recognition of Samson Dauda by Two Bros Pro event. And that was the show where Samson Dauda won his pro card back in 2017. And he has went on to do some great things since that time, winning the Arnold, the second biggest show in the world, and then going on to win the Olympia title, the biggest title in the bodybuilding books. And now Samson is gonna have his own regional qualifying show, which is a huge accomplishment for him. Now, as a reigning Miss Olympia, Samson Dauda has done such a tremendous job so far. He did a lot of traveling after winning the Olympia, and he's gonna be back on the tour after this upcoming Arnold as well. Just talk about having a life-changing moment, from humble beginnings to being Miss Olympia. There is no better example than Samson Dauda, the man who saw it all, and now he is the reigning Olympia champion. And this will add extra motivation during those final few weeks leading into this upcoming Arnold, to push even harder, to push beyond his own limits, and bring a far better package than what we saw at the Olympia last year. And we have to keep in mind, they are expecting to beat that Olympia package very convincingly in 4 weeks' time. Now, nothing is ever guaranteed in bodybuilding, but right now Samson Dauda is in that zone, where the man is taking that first place in all of these predictions which are being made right now. Obviously, predictions mean nothing, but that physique and how it still is evolving, it is certainly making people feel that Samson is really coming into his own. And that is why so many of these active IFBB pros, they have Samson Dauda not just winning this upcoming Arnold, but also repeating at the Olympia later this year. Guys, Gorilla Wear is offering a massive discount of up to 70% right now. Use the code FAZI10 to get 10% extra discount. Every bodybuilder's dream is to train with the greatest of all time, Ronnie Coleman, the undisputed king, when it comes to presenting the most dominating physique of all time, and that was back in 2003. Now Jake Hadler, who competed against a prime Ronnie Coleman as well as a prime Phil Heath, he said that 2003 Olympia version of Ronnie Coleman that would win the Olympia against anyone, including Phil Heath in his most impressive years. So guess whose wish just came true yesterday? The reigning 212 Olympia champion Keone. He had a back workout with the greatest of all time Ronnie Coleman looking over him. And you just have to see the caption put by Keone to see how incredibly motivated the man is for this upcoming season. Now we all know he's gonna win as many 212 Olympia titles as he wants to, but the ultimate trajectory, that is gonna be the men's open bodybuilding. And considering that physique that we just saw from Keone back at the Olympia 2024, And Keone was just 200 pounds. Just imagine Keone maxing out that 212 weight cap while keeping all of his incredible proportions in check, keeping his waistline tight. That is gonna be a sight to behold, and that is gonna pronounce his V-taper even more. And we might see the same story with Keone, as we saw with Derek as well as Hadi Choopan, because the man is well on his way to become the second guy in bodybuilding history to win the Olympia title, both in the 212 as well as in the men's open class. But do let me know what you guys think. Do you guys see that happening? Let's say in the next 3 to 4 years. So Hani Rambod only said he's retiring from the elite coaching scene. He is still gonna be giving those training sessions, and we have seen him collaborate with Urs Klashinsky and now Terrence Ruffin. He was spotted training with Hani Rambod for an arms workout, and who better to pair up with other than Hani Rambod to work on the biggest weakness that Terrence Ruffin has. So things are heating up pretty fast as we get closer to his first ever Pittsburgh Pro. And I have a feeling that the Pittsburgh Pro isn't gonna be Terrence's only show of this year before the Olympia. He's gonna do Dubai Pro in June because first of all, that is a lot of prize money. And second of all, Terrence has also shown a lot of interest competing there in the past. And why not? That's a whopping $70,000. And Terrence should 100% do that. Now, he has made some crazy amount of improvements from his teenage days to this current times, and the evolution continues even to this day. So I for one am very excited to see another 10 pounds of solid muscle on that frame. Because if that is gonna be a type of transformation that we saw from Mike Sommerfeld last year, because Mike also exploded in just 1 year, I do not see a reason why Terrence cannot fight for this upcoming Miss Olympia title and be the fourth only man to win the classic physique Miss Olympia. Moh Foda just released some never before seen prep updates from last year, and you can just immediately tell that him placing 14th at the Olympia debut was a big miss, and the only one by his coach Stefan last year, because there is just no other way of saying that. He simply missed his peak. I mean, just look at the size of his waistline and the overall V-taper of Moh Foda from the back. And his back, we all know, is his biggest weakness, yet he still looks so good here. So no wonder why the people back in Egypt, they call him the next big thing, because they see the potential and they thought that this guy is gonna be the one representing his country at the highest level, just like Big Ramy did for almost a decade. So Moh Foda prepped for way too long without committing to any shoe, and he himself now admits that some of his best looks, they were seen when he was about 4 to 5 weeks out of the show, when he was all full and round and hard as nails. But for some reason, the guys just kept on pushing, and his body was tired at the Olympia. Now, as young as Moh Foda is, with those great muscle insertions, very good symmetry, he is gonna be a force at the highest level in the upcoming years. But only if he can bring up his back, and also if he can fix his midsection. Next up, we have an update from the former men's physique Olympia champion, Brandon Hendrickson. He is so determined to get that fourth men's physique Olympia title this year, but most importantly, he once said that 50k prize money that will convince him to do this upcoming Dubai Pro in the men's open. Well, the prize money is up for grabs, and it is 50 grand. So looking at the current state of Brandon and how great he looks at 20 plus weeks out, if he in fact wants to do Dubai Pro, he is right on the track. Now this man is the closest to tying the record of Jeremy Bundea and his 4 men's physique Olympia titles. And Brandon brought such an impressive package back at the Olympia 2023, and he was actually able to beat the reigning Miss Olympia at that show, Erin Bax. So the man is always gonna be a title contender. So Brandon is one of those old school guys who started competing a long time ago, but Ryan Terry goes even back. So this is gonna be a great year for every division at the Olympia. And Brandon is coming after a gap of 1 year, and he is extremely motivated. So he's only gonna compete for a few more years. So these ones have to count. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.